Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the blonde bombshell of the 1930s, Jean Harlow. With her striking features, captivating personality, and a dash of Midwestern charm, Harlow was poised to take on the world, or at least, Hollywood. On day court. Born on March 3, 1911, in Kansas City, Missouri, Harlean Carpenter, later known as Jean Harlow, was the only child of Montclair Carpenter and Jean Paul Carpenter. Her early life was marked by privilege, with her father working as a successful dentist and her mother coming from a wealthy family. Growing up in a beautiful home on West 34th Street in Kansas City, Harlean's childhood was filled with luxury and comfort. Her parents spared no expense in providing her with the best education and opportunities available. In 1916, at the age of 5, Harlean began attending Miss Barstow's finishing school for girls, a prestigious institution that catered to the daughters of Kansas City's elite. It was here that she excelled in her studies, particularly in English literature, and developed a passion for music and drama. Her favorite subject was Shakespearean plays, which would later influence her approach to acting. As Harlean navigated her teenage years, she began to explore her interests in film and theater. She spent hours watching silent films at the local cinema, mesmerized by the likes of Clara Bow and Mary Pickford. Her mother, recognizing her daughter's fascination with the silver screen, encouraged Harlean to pursue a career in acting. In 1922, Harlean's parents divorced, and she moved to Chicago with her mother. This significant event would shape Harlean's future, as her mother's determination to provide her with every opportunity led them to Los Angeles in 1927. The move to Los Angeles marked the beginning of a new chapter in Harlean's life. She and her mother settled into a cozy bungalow on North Sycamore Avenue, where they became part of the city's vibrant film community. Harlean began taking singing and dancing lessons, which would later become essential skills for her film career. Her mother, Jean Paul Carpenter, was instrumental in promoting Harlean's talents, often accompanying her to auditions and networking events. As we explore the early years of Jean Harlow's life, it becomes clear that her experiences, though marked by privilege, were not without challenges. Her family's dynamics, her own creative ambitions, and the societal norms of the time all contributed to the complex individual she would become. The 1920s were a transformative time for Harlean, as she navigated her teenage years and began to make connections in the film industry. With her striking features, captivating personality, and a dash of Midwestern charm, Harlow is poised to take on the world, or at least, Hollywood. It was during this period that Harlean adopted the stage name Jean Harlow, a combination of her middle name and her father's surname. She started attending auditions and networking events, determined to make a name for herself in the competitive world of Hollywood. Her big break came in 1928, when she landed a small role in the film Honolulu, a romantic comedy starring Clara Bow. Although the part was minor, it marked the beginning of Harlow's film career, and she quickly gained recognition for her stunning looks and charming on-screen presence. As Harlow's career gained momentum, she began to take on more substantial roles, showcasing her acting range and versatility. In 1930, she appeared in Hell's Angels, an epic war drama directed by Howard Hughes, which became one of the most expensive films ever made at the time. Harlow's performance earned her critical acclaim, and she soon found herself in high demand. Her breakout role came in 1932 with the release of Red-Headed Woman, a pre-code comedy drama that cemented her status as a Hollywood star. Harlow's success was not without its challenges, however. She faced intense scrutiny from the press and the public, who were fascinated by her rags-to-riches story and her tumultuous personal life. Her marriage to Charles McGrew, a wealthy businessman, ended in divorce after just 2 years, and she soon found herself at the center of a highly publicized romance with Paul Byrne, a prominent film director. Tragically, their relationship was cut short when Byrne died under mysterious circumstances, leaving Harlow devastated. Despite these setbacks, Harlow continued to thrive in her career, taking on a wide range of roles that showcased her impressive acting abilities. She worked with some of the most prominent directors of the time, including Victor Fleming and George Cukor, and appeared alongside some of Hollywood's biggest stars, including Clark Gable and Spencer Tracy. Her films often explored themes of love, relationships, and female empowerment, resonating with audiences who saw her as a symbol of strength and independence. As we explore Harlow's early film career, it becomes clear that she was driven by a fierce determination to succeed, coupled with a passion for her craft. She was not afraid to take risks and push boundaries, both on and off the screen. Her iconic style, which blended glamour and sophistication with a touch of vulnerability, has endured long after her untimely death, inspiring generations of actresses and fashion icons. In 1933, Harlow married Harold Rawson, a cinematographer she had met on the set of Bombshell. The marriage was a happy one, but it was short-lived. Harlow's health began to decline, and she suffered from a variety of ailments, including scarlet fever, which she had contracted as a child. Despite her poor health, Harlow continued to work, taking on roles that showcased her impressive acting range. One of her most notable performances during this period was in the 1933 film Dinner at 8, a comedy drama directed by George Cukor. The film featured an all-star cast including Wallace Beery, Lionel Barrymore, and Marie Dressler, and Harlow's performance earned her critical acclaim. She played the role of Kitty Packard, a beautiful and charming woman who becomes embroiled in a complicated love triangle. As Harlow's career continued to soar, she faced intense scrutiny from the press and the public. Her personal life was constantly under examination, and she was often portrayed as a sex symbol and a femme fatale. Despite this, Harlow remained committed to her craft, taking on roles that challenged her and pushed her to grow as an actress. Tragically, Harlow's life was cut short when she died on June 7, 1937, at the age of 26. She had been suffering from kidney disease, which had been exacerbated by her years of poor health. Her death sent shockwaves through Hollywood, and she was mourned by fans and colleagues alike. Despite her untimely death, Harlow's legacy has endured. She remains one of the most iconic stars of Hollywood's golden age, and her influence can be seen in actresses such as Marilyn Monroe and Elizabeth Taylor. Her films continue to be celebrated for their wit, charm, and sophistication, and she remains a timeless symbol of glamour and beauty. As we look back on Harlow's life, it becomes clear that she was a complex and multifaceted individual, driven by a fierce determination to succeed and a passion for her craft. She was not afraid to take risks and push boundaries, both on and off the screen, and her iconic style has endured long after her death. Harlow's legacy is a testament to the power of talent, hard work, and dedication, and she will continue to inspire generations of actresses and film enthusiasts to come. In the years following her death, Harlow's films have been rediscovered and reappreciated by audiences around the world. Her iconic performances in Red-Headed Woman, Dinner at 8, and Bombshell continued to delight audiences with their wit, charm, and sophistication. And as we remember Jean Harlow, we are reminded of the enduring power of Hollywood's golden age, a time when movies were made with style, elegance, and a deep appreciation for the art of storytelling. As we conclude our journey through the life of Jean Harlow, we are left with a lasting impression of a woman who was truly ahead of her time. Her legacy continues to inspire and influence new generations of actresses, filmmakers, and fans, and her iconic style remains an integral part of Hollywood's heritage. Join us next time on Star Bios as we explore the life and career of another Hollywood legend and discover the fascinating stories behind the movies that have captivated audiences for generations. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.